Well, it's 9:30 and I'm awake and dressed. This is not a normal Sunday.
YouTube channel's not any good, but he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Bolton.
Sorry about that. Well, the control and command centre lasted, maybe 3 minutes before it kind of just ceased being a functioning thing. Better than I expected, to be honest. Quite a nice 600. Is that anybody I know? Anybody we know? Nice clear road and making some progress. This is a bit of a different world to the usual Monday run. The 600 just turned off back at the crossroads, but nice to see it out on a Sunday morning. The number plate looked familiar. I'm sure I've seen that car on some of the groups. Do shout out if it's yours or you know who it was.
First. And we still haven't found someone to run the stables. Still.
But you leave on Saturday.
Yeah, I know. Well, Lillian's going to look after things in the interim, but even just getting her up to speed.
One thing you do get for being up on a Sunday morning, the Archer's omnibus. Woohoo!
I wouldn't want to put my name down for a job and then, not be able to do it.
Oh, how now?
Well, it was only a matter of time before I got stuck behind something, towing something. Oh well, it was nice while it lasted.
Sure was bringing him up on her own.
Wanted to be his dad then?
Very much. I'll admit I was a little concerned at first. It's a lot to take on, but now... Well,
Certainly not what I pray for now.
I'm not jealous of your faith. It means so much to you. And it's something I've letting go of us meant you've been able to follow that path. Well, then I'm glad.
Well, hello my lovelies, and I'm here with Captain Mustard, and we are on the M61, and we are tootling towards Preston. That's exciting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Why is that recording then?
What do you mean, why?
Why have you set it recording?
Because I need some stuff for my video. Innit?
What have you seen here?
I don't know, bro. I think it might be Street Talk Sunday.
But you can see, that's a live recording.
This is art eating itself here.
Art eating itself.
Yeah, I don't know, you recording, me recording is somehow art eating itself.
Yeah. Where does the art bit come into it?
Well, it's visual art, isn't it? Filming is an art.
It can be an art, yeah.
And art rhymes with fun.
Yeah.
Right, my loves. Look forward. Look ahead. Look through my eyes and see and experience what I am seeing and experiencing now. See the dark, brooding clouds. See the blue sign showing the possibility of motorway services ahead.
Oh yes.
And all that entails. The joys of a public lavatory. The possibility of taking a dump with free lavatory paper. And in the more short, immediate term, look to the car that's in front of us, on the inside lane. Notice how it lacks a roof. And let's for one moment imagine the adventure that the occupant or occupants of this car are going on even as we speak. Is it Morgan? Or is it a kitty? Oh no, it's Morgan. Oh, it's a nice mugging. Oh, and they're properly kitted out. That is the best thing ever. I love that. I love people who dress up and do the whole thing.
Oh, you'll be telling me that you're into the old S&M next.
Oh, that's one of those bargain shops, isn't it, that I've just found out about.
Alright.
S&M bargains?
Yeah, that's right.
There you are.
Keep left.
Well, my loves, an exciting moment as we're leaving the M61 for the M65, and due to poor light and some rain, I have deployed
After
the side
300
lights.
yards, keep left.
What is
then
your reaction
take
to
the
that,
motorway.
Captain Mustard?
Keep left, then take the motorway.
What? You put me on the spot?
Yeah.
But should you have deployed your side lights?
I'm just asking for it. Are we?
After 1 mile,
just asking
take
for
the
your,
exit 1 M6
Your reaction to it
M65
generally,
towards Liverpool.
whether it be positive, negative.
I don't think the light is an issue, so I'd say it's probably not really necessary. But then it's not really doing any harm. Unless, of course, you think it's making a massive difference, then it is doing some harm because your perception is completely wrong.
What?
Well,
After 800 yards, take the exit 1 M6 M65.
I forgot my sticky on windscreen thinking, but jobby, what's it called? So I might have to do a wedgie with my wedgie thing instead. You don't know what that is, do you know?
I'm just overwhelmed by the technical insight.
Well, I've read a book on it.
That's nice.
Well, I read the intro.
It's go, go, go. It's green, it's go.
It's all go.
It's all shits and giggles until somebody giggles and
Take the
shits.
exit A6 Lostock Lane. Then take the second left.
I'm going to have a race with a non-existent person.
Oh, that's the best way, you can't lose. Wow! Look at Rover 75.
Look, a
After
Burger King.
400 yards, turn left, B6258, Station Road.
I'm going to need to be more over this side of the road, aren't I? That Burger King could come in useful.
Oh, actually, yeah, possibly. That Burger King. Would you like Burger King for din-dins?
I haven't had Burger King for ages. Or there's a hungry horse.
Yeah, I don't eat horses.
Have you never eaten horse?
Well, I don't think I have.
Well, yeah, have you ever shopped at Tesco? 164.9.
Yes, the price of fuel is going down.
It was 162.9 where I filled up today.
Yes, the price of fuel is going down.
After 100 yards,
Our friendship has reached a strange stage and level where I look at a bottom and think, well,
after 200 yards,
that's
turn
definitely
right,
not for me,
Whitendale
but
Drive,
Captain Mustard
then
would
turn
love
right.
to waddle up that whoopsie-daisy.
Waddle up that whoopsie daisy. We are on the road, aren't we?
We're on the brink of a new era.
Turn right,
if only.
then
No, you're doing what I was doing before.
I am, because it's interesting, isn't it?
It is
Look,
interesting.
you can see that it's actually real. That is the real world out there.
What else would it be?
And right, here we go, my loves, M62. Now I know I did this before about months ago, but I was in a rush and all a bit flustered, and I've got a bit more time today. Basically what's happened is time sort of got away with us a little bit. I was planning to go home, swap cars, get changed before going to work. That hasn't quite worked out, so I'm having to do the direct to work bit, which is 45 miles further, but bizarrely it takes the same time because it's just motorways. But I've got half hour spare, so I can just waft along and really enjoy the M62 this time. For those of you who don't know, the M62 is the highest motorway in Britain, and it's really quite scenic as we and it's the Trans-Pennine motorway, which really means that it's very scenic in places, and it goes from Manchester to Leeds and then carries further on to the east. I tell you what, this must have taken a bit of building whenever it was built. Bridge. Rainbow Bridge. Now this is what you call a rainbow bridge. The rainbow bridge thing, it's a thing from childhood. When we were going between home and home after we'd moved from South Wales, but when we were visiting my grandparents or going home from Birmingham or Worcestershire to home in Gleneath, then that meant M50, and there was a bridge on the M50 of that shape, and my parents always used to call it the Rainbow Bridge, and I always got excited when I saw it, and I still do. The control and command centre has started working again. Right, let's crack on. The last time I was at this services must be 30 years ago. Must be. God, I was with Donna.
After 80 yards, go straight on. Then, at the end of the road, turn right.
I remember it being a different...
Go straight on. Then, at the end of the road, turn right.
I recall it being a bit different back then. A bit more kind of... I wonder if it was this one.
Turn right.
You know, now I've said that, I don't think it was, because I'm sure the services I'm thinking about, I'm sure we were there on the way back from Glasgow. I'd been filming for Leslie Mitchell Associates for the BBC, and that would have meant we're actually on the M6. Is there a services on the M6 that's kind of on a bit of altitude on kind of moorland? I'm sure it wasn't this one. No, it would have been somewhere on the M6. I wonder which one. I'll have a look tonight when I get home. Okay, it's 70 miles to go. That's due to take me an hour and 5 minutes, and I should get to work at 4:47. But last time I did this, there were roadworks which looked a bit long-terming, and I haven't got the sat-nav plugged into the internet, so So if there are delays, I'm not going to know about them. Oh, a coach! Right. If you enjoy a bit of hypermiling,
After 800 yards, keep right.
and I certainly do, then the holy grail of hypermilers, or my holy grail anyway,
Keep
is
right.
to find a coach that you can sit 10 yards behind and it bursts a hole in the air for you and gives you great fuel economy. You can do the same with a lorry, of course, but that's going slower. You're down to the 56 miles an hour then. With a coach you could be doing best part of 70.
Follow M62 towards Hull for 9.5 miles.
Here we go, into the slipstream of Big Merc. Can ease off the throttle and just tickle along doing a nice 60 miles per gallon, if not more. Yeah, here we go, roadworks. We're just going to have to hope that the delay is not more than 13 minutes, because that's all the time I've got to play with. Oh dear. Oh well, that was absolutely fine, no problem. Just a 50 mile an hour section with average speed cameras, and we're out of it. No delays really. I lost a minute is all, nothing. We did lose the coach though, so we need to get the coach back. It looks like the coach is heading north and we're heading south. Bugger. Where do you think he's going, Mr. Big Coach? I do like an elevated island. I feel I'm going to left him.
Take the exit, N1.
Here we go then, filtering onto the M1, and we'll be doing 50 miles on the M1, and our stats at the moment, 58 miles to go, which, oh excuse me, kebab burp. 58 miles to go, 53-minute journey time, arriving 4:49. So that's all good. Just passing junction 40, which is the Dewsbury turnoff. And when I was married, I used to be a semi-regular visitor to Dewsbury because we had, the wife had family there, the old in-laws or outlaws. And one of the more bizarre episodes in my life, the one, I won't mention their names, lovely people, God love them, and they had one of those houses where you take your shoes off, which to me seems a bit weird, but then that's a kind of parochial view, because of course in many cultures it's totally the done thing to take your shoes off. When Chinese madam moved in with me, she was outraged that I would trample around the house, even upstairs, wearing outside shoes. I mean, that's a scandal. When you cross the door, you take your shoes off and you put your slippers on. And if you were madam, you had one pair of slippers for upstairs and one for downstairs. Anyway, the people that we visited in Dewsbury, they had one of those houses where you take your shoes off. And you were supposed to put, they weren't Asian, they were British, and bloody Northern British at that. And so of course I took my shoes off and didn't have any slippers. So the man of the house gave me a pair of his slippers to wear. But they weren't like guest slippers, they were his slippers, they were very old. And I suspect somewhat pungent, and I had to put them on. It's very weird. Just gone over a railway line, that's nice. I like going over a railway line. What about you? What do you do in your house? Is it shoes off when you come through the door, or do you just treadle about with nary a second thought or backward glance, like what I do? And here we come to Woolly Edge services. And I think the last time I actually stopped here, gosh, it would have been with Chinese Madam, and we had just been to pick up the Honourable Shison, and it can't have been too far from here where we bought him from, and then we had to nip in there for petrol because Shison was running on fumes. This looks vaguely interesting. It's going bloody slowly, I know that. What have we got here? Oh no, it's not interesting at all. It's a silly PT Cruiser with some sort of rear shroud. Oh, hello. Oh, roadworks. Is this going to throw a spanner in the works? We've got 9 minutes to play with, so we should be okay. Okay, well this doesn't look good. Oh, is it just a lane close? If it's just a lane close, then we'll be okay once we're through the bottleneck. Oh, I'm struggling now. That mid-afternoon malaise is setting in after, by my standards, an early start. Yeah, it's an unusually active Sunday. We did buy the car, by the way, in case you were wondering. I can't remember what I filmed and what I haven't, so that might have already been clear, but if not, I'm telling you now. Okay, down to 7 minutes. 7 minutes contingency time, if you like. What have I done with my bottle of drink? I keep losing it. Ah, there it is. Jolly good. Okay, coming out of the roadworks now with an arrival time of 4:56, so I've got 4 minutes to play with. And my eyes are beginning to feel properly heavy, and I'm yawning, and
My subconscious.
okay, I just stopped to rest my eyes there for a couple of minutes and then get a breath of fresh air. And what that means is I'm going to have to get
After
a bit of a
300
dash on.
yards, go straight on M1.
So I'm now running at 8 minutes late. So I need to get that down as much as I can. Here we go. And into Derbyshire. And we're off the motorway and doing the final little dash. Well, that was quite a day. And now I suppose I'd better go and start work. Well, I'm finally on my way home, and my gosh, my lovelies, am I tired. I am bushed. Gosh. Now, if I were a sensible chap, then I would get home, have a quick shower, maybe a glass of wine, and go straight to bed and straight to sleep. But I'm not, I'm me, I'm boating. So I shall go home, polish off a bottle of wine, have a nice supper, and only then will I stagger upstairs. And I shall doubtless regret that at God knows what time tomorrow morning I have to get up to do it all over again. But tomorrow will be easier. Yeah, I'm back to the yard and we're back to filming. But of course tomorrow the restaurant is closed, so the evening will be a lot more relaxed. So, there we go. But it's been a good day. It's been a productive day. It's been a fun day. And the journey goes on, and it's great fun doing it, and I hope it's fun for you watching it. So, it's Monday. No, it's not Monday. What are you talking about? It's Sunday night. It's what time is it? 10:30 Sunday night. Not sure when this will be uploaded, or it's not going to be tonight. I'm too tired for that. So you're probably going to see this on Monday night. So you're going to be a day behind. But there we are. So this has been Sunday, and there'll be more to come tomorrow, because tomorrow is the proper filming day. Today was an unexpected bonus because it was the only window that the chap selling the car that we went to look at had. So there we are, that will catch up, and then during the rest, hang on. Excuse me. Anyone? Oh, hang on. Buttocks! That was for you. You know who you are. Oh, dear. Where was I? Yeah, so, the rest of the week, we'll get tomorrow out of the way, and then, what do we got the rest of the week? Back to normal. I'm looking forward to spending some time getting to know Brian a bit better, and starting some little jobs on him, because to be honest, when did I collect him? It was last Monday, wasn't it? A week ago tomorrow, and he's just been parked up. Done nothing with him really, other than give him a hose off because he was minging, but I haven't washed him properly. It was literally just a hose to get the worst of the rubbish off there, including some bird droppings, which doesn't have the best effect on the paintwork. Oh, thank you. Turning green. So that's about that. So I'll wrap it up at that and say good night. Thank you as always for your company. It just wouldn't be the same without you. You mean the world to me, you really do. And a little bit of a hiccup then. Oh, goodbye us interrupters. And I will see you next time. Hope you've had a great weekend. If you're watching this on Monday night, I hope you got through Monday okay. And I look forward to catching you on the next one. Good night.